watching Bronny James score a career-high 30 points in the G League, but what is much more important is that you are watching the birth of a completely different player. Yes, Bronny connected on impressive threes. Yes, he caught an alley-oop, but honestly, who cares? Instead, watch these drives to the basket and notice one thing. Bronny is bodying people.
Catching a three-play off the screen, it looked like it was the right call. There's Bronny James attacking the rim. Here's James with 21 tonight, goes back to work, acrobatic, and he has a chance at a three-point play. Bronny drives left lane line, good off window.
This is a different Bronny James than we have seen before. This is a confident Bronny James whose NBA potential is truly unknown. But here's the one thing we know for certain at this point about Bronny James. He wants it. It doesn't matter what his dad wants. Bronny wants to work to become a great NBA player. Bronny is willing to put all of the pressure that comes with being LeBron James' son on his back. He's willing to let the haters talk and then go out and prove everyone in the world wrong. At every step of his professional career so far, Bronny has struggled early and then ended strong. It happened in the summer league, it happened in the preseason, now it is happening in the G League. The question is, will all of the extreme hate he faced to begin his NBA career fuel him? Will he use this as motivation to become the best basketball player he possibly can? And if so, what does that true potential look like? So what's up, Mike here, and let's put ourselves in Bronny James' shoes for a second. Did he ask to be LeBron's son? No. Is he absurdly rich because he is LeBron's son? Well, maybe not directly, but he's surely lived a rich life that many think they would want. However, as we have seen countless times, sometimes being the son of a true great, whether it's in basketball or in anything, can be a horrible thing. Oftentimes, these kids grow up privileged with no work ethic. They think the world will hand them things, and all they have to do is show up to get them. Then, if things don't go right, well, dad will be there to bail them out. That is not the case for Bronny James. Did his dad get him drafted to the Lakers? Yes. Is Bronny complaining about the pressure or the hate he is facing? No. In fact, there has been a constant theme at this point in Bronny's basketball life. He does get extreme attention because he is LeBron's son. He then gets extreme doubt cast his way because he is underperforming to other people's standards. And then after that, he has shown that he takes it on the chin, improves, and does his best to prove everyone wrong. I think we can all agree, Bronny is easily the most scrutinized second-round pick of all time. In fact, we could easily make a case that he's more scrutinized than most #1 overall draft picks. Many former star rookies have folded under this type of pressure. Just being realistic, Bronny was a second-round pick for a reason. His game needed and still needs a lot of development, but that doesn't mean the potential is not there. After a short stint to begin the season on the Los Angeles Lakers, Bronny has humbly taken his G League assignment, and while in the G League, he is just improving game by game. But guys, before we continue, I'm very excited to say that this video is sponsored by SeatGeek. With the NFL, NBA, and NHL in full swing, I want to be watching the games live and in person. And that is why our friends at SeatGeek have you covered. Everyone, not just new users, everyone can use my code Mike10 for 10% off of any ticket on SeatGeek. Sports, festivals, concerts, you name it, SeatGeek has you covered, as SeatGeek also rates tickets on a scale of 1 to 10. Green being good, red being bad, so look for those green dots. And no matter how many times you have bought tickets before, again, using code Mike10 is going to get you 10% off of your order. So what are you waiting for? Open your SeatGeek app, use my code Mike10 and get 10% off of your order right now, because this offer is only available for a limited time. That is code Mike10 for 10% off at SeatGeek. Thank you again to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back into today's video. Bronny himself has not asked for any of this. He didn't ask for the Lakers to draft him. Is he getting some specific benefits because he's LeBron's son? Yes. But here's what Bronny himself had to say about going to the G League. I've seen all the buzz for me going to the G. It's just an amazing experience for me to go out and play my game and get some minutes under me. I'm just excited for it. Does that sound like an arrogant, entitled, spoiled brat of an NBA star? No, not at all. Bronny has smiled through the criticism.
How did you assess the way that you played?
You know, just trying to forget about all the shots I missed, forget about all the games we lost.
How'd it feel to see that three go down?
Really good. Felt really good.
Yet the fans have continued to pile on. From Reddit, Bronny James is garbage. Seriously, just release this scrub. Hopefully, this is the last time we will hear about him. That is from a Reddit thread just saying he was assigned to the G League. Certainly harsh words for any 20-year-old, but there really is only one way to shut these type of people up, and that is success. Hard work speaks for itself, but nobody sees when you grind in silence. They just see the results. They don't see the countless hours you put in. There's no denying that Bronny's time at USC was not a good one. He averaged only 4.8 points per game and shot just 36.6% on a team that was just 15 and 18. Those numbers do not scream NBA star. In fact, they scream the opposite. None of that matters now though, because Bronny is in the league, he's already been drafted, and through massive growing pains, he is proving he belongs here. Does it matter if he couldn't score 30 in college if just 1 year later he's scoring 30 against professionals in the G League? We know the answer to that, especially when we consider the heart scare that Bronny had before his USC season, a very real concern that not only could have ended his basketball career if it was more serious, but also, I'm sure, had him fearing for his own life. Bronny, though, has continued to choose the hardest path possible. He could have transferred and gone to a different college and avoided all of this pressure. Instead, he leaned into it. He joined the NBA at a time where the players have been openly out to get him. In the season opener, Anthony Edwards did this.
And you can hear the entire crowd hold their breath while Bronny shot that shot.
It was reported that Ant told him, "You don't have to shower, you only played 3 minutes," which is classic Ant. I do love Ant's trash talk, but most second round picks are not exactly on Anthony Edwards' radar. This is Michael Jordan's son we're talking about. Meanwhile, NBA Finals MVP Jaylen Brown was caught saying he doesn't think Bronny is a pro. This was before the season even began, and Jaylen quickly backtracked in fear of LeBron's wrath. As on X, Jaylen said, Bronny has all of the tools around him to be successful. Again, imagine being Bronny, imagine being in his shoes. Before you've even played a real NBA game, the NBA Finals MVP is sitting in the stands chirping about how you're not good enough to be there. Bronny has been pushing through all of this and is becoming a better player each and every game, and the proof is right here on the stat sheet where it matters. In the Summer League, many were quick to write Bronny off, and the hate was overwhelming, with one Reddit comment calling him a poor man's Marcus Jordan. Only, where was that same energy when Bronny started to perform better as the summer went on? After hate was poured on top of him to begin the Summer League, Bronny ended with 12 points in 23 minutes on 5 of 11 shooting against the Hawks, and then 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists in 25 minutes against the Cavs, a game where he shot 5 of 10. You don't just accidentally get better. Bronny is clearly studying the tape, learning, and improving. Wildly, Jaylen Brown himself, in his first Las Vegas Summer League in 2017, averaged 16 points per game on 32.8% shooting. Luckily, things got better in the 2018 Vegas Summer League when, oh wait, Jaylen averaged 10.3 points per game on 30.3% shooting. How is he really in the stands up there acting like people can't improve? Now, does this mean that Bronny's going to develop into a future Finals MVP? No. It just means that we should not give up on a 20-year-old who has the athleticism of an NBA guard, who has showcased advanced defensive skills at lower levels, and has proven time and time again that his response to criticism is just to work harder. So far, at every level he's played at past high school, USC, Summer League, preseason, the actual NBA season, Bronny has been a horrendous three-point shooter on the stat sheet. But in the NBA Combine, Bronny shot 19 for 25 from 3 with all eyes on him, which is the usual pressure for Bronny, and 19 for 25 from 3 was good for second in the entire combine. Looking at his shot form, it is great. I love his footwork on his standstill jumper. He looks balanced, he looks in control, and he picks the right spots to take threes. They just haven't fallen yet. Now, some will say, well, that's because he can't shoot. I get it. That is understandable criticism. Others will say small sample size and he hasn't been able to adjust to the NBA game yet because he hasn't gotten enough playing time yet. In the preseason, Bronny followed the same formula we have seen. He struggled early on. He shot 0 for 7 from 3 in his first 5 preseason games. But then, in his final preseason game, he shocked everyone. He scored 17 points in a dramatic turnaround from his previous games. We could write this off as a one-time thing, especially because in his 7 NBA games, Bronny averaged just 0.6 points per game and shot just 1 for 8 from the field. But is that truly fair? 8 shots from the field, that is as small of a sample size as you can get. In the G League, where he's he's getting minutes, where he's able to improve, Bronny has again continued on that same path. Struggle, learn, grow. Bronny shot just 2 of 9 from the field in his G League debut, but his teammates told the media he can play. The criticism he is getting is unfair. Isn't that telling in itself? If Bronny really did not belong, his teammates probably would be incredibly mad that he was getting minutes over certain players. Instead, they are proclaiming to the world, you are being too hard on him. He is better than you think. In game 2 in the G League, it was the same story. Bronny shot just 2 for 10, but then against the Clippers in his 3rd game, he showed life, scoring 16 points with 4 rebounds and 2 assists in just 22 minutes played. His 3 was still not falling though. Okay, now in game 4, 30 points, 3 3-pointers made in just 25 minutes played. A 20-year-old just doesn't score 17 points in an NBA preseason game and then 30 in the G League if he doesn't have talent. It's not possible. Now, of course, all eyes will be on Bronny to see if the momentum continues, if he continues to play at a higher level than before. But the way he is using his body, his confidence, these are new things and they are an improved play style. To be honest, I'm sick of the Bronny hate, but I do think it is really fueling him. He does not run away from hate or hard work. 2 things you need if you're going to be an NBA player with the last name James. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. What do you think about Bronny James? Let me know down below. Please subscribe and turn on post notifications if you enjoyed this video. You're awesome. We all know it. Have an awesome day and peace.